All right. Hey, everybody. Um, Once again, I've got my dual camera set up so we can do close-ups and we can do far away, but that requires that I look here to pretend I'm looking at you when I'm really looking at me. When I'm looking at you and your comments, it looks like I'm looking away, but that's the way it goes. So let me say hi to folks. First of all, let me give a shout out to all of my members. Thank you so much for helping support me. Really makes a big difference. And if you're not a member and you want to become a member, uh, there's lots of stuff. There's lots of advantages to it. You get lots of lessons and stuff like that online that I don't put on YouTube. There's live streams. There is office hours, and I'll tell you a little bit about that in just a second. But now is a perfect time because it's 40% off. There's a link in the description. You can check that out if you'd like. And but anyway, want to give a shout out to all of my members. Thank you so much. And everybody else, shout out to you as well. And check it out. I've got a new axe. I'll tell you all about it today. I'm still feeling, a little bit under the weather. It's kind of a lingering cold that just won't go away, sore throat. And yeah, so let me know if you can hear me okay, voice and guitar, and we'll do backing tracks in just a minute. Also, I published a video today. There's a free, if you want it, there's a free triad map to anybody who wants to do that. Sort of one of the ways that I highly advocate learning guitar. And we'll talk about triads a little bit today and try them out. But anyway, let's say hi to some folks. Ozman5151, hello to you. Hey, Ron Shack, always good to see you, Ron. And 2001 Joe, hello to you. Really good to see you on from Belgium. And always good to have the international contingent. Joe McCarthy on. Good morning, Joe. It was great meeting you the other day on Thursday, and that's what I wanted to say about the office hours. Not nearly enough people take advantage of that. I do office hours a couple times a month, and we talk about, like, I have something scheduled if we get a lot of people. I do a lesson that you can do Q&A around, but you can come and just bring your questions, and it's almost like if you're ready, you get a one-on-one lesson with me sometimes. But anyway, I would encourage more people to show up for those office hours because they're a lot of fun. Okay, those are Zoom calls, so yeah. Ron, thank you. Great triad lesson, and glad you'll be practicing that this week. I've got a lot of stuff to upload onto the site. Probably do it later today. I've just been super busy trying to keep up on YouTube and TikTok and stuff like that, TokTik and all that kind of stuff. Donovan McAllister, thank you. Nice guitar. It's a new one. I'll tell you a little bit about it. And thank you, Joe. Renato, hello from Switzerland. I always love it when we get some European friends on, or actually, friends from anywhere, of course. Anywhere is good. All right, so let's, I'm wondering if Matt's okay. He's usually first on. All right, well, I've got a selection of a bunch of stuff today, and I'm wondering what to start out with. I think what I'll do is I will start out with, unless there are any particular questions, I will start out talking about this. So this is a Fender, yes, it's a Squier. I think I was telling people last time that, that I've had really good luck with Squiers. I've liked playing them. They're great guitars. I've liked them better than my Fenders that I've had. So this is a different one, and one of the things I like about this is this pickup configuration for a couple of different reasons, and I'll tell you why. First of all, it's a hardtail, so there's no whammy bar, which I kind of like. I don't use a whammy that much, so it's all right if I have a Strat without one. And yeah, so it's got this pickup configuration. One of the reasons why I like it is because I never like where that middle pickup is. When I do pick and fingers technique, I always tend to grab on one of my nails and I'll break it. Oh, I broke a nail. Sounds bad, but actually it's painful because I keep my nails pretty trim and it's actually like kind of going into the skin. It can be a pretty bad situation. So I don't like breaking the nail open and bleeding and all that kind of stuff. So this helps because there's no middle pickup. That's great. So it's also, the configuration's pretty interesting. So I'm playing out of here. Let me just play totally clean. And I'll give you an idea of what it sounds like with all the positions. Starting from, I guess, position 5. The switching is a little bit different. Position 5 would be the neck position. That's just normal. Now these strings are not, I don't know, they don't seem like very good strings. I'm going to need to change them. But that's that position. Then we go to the 4 position, and it's all 3 at once, which is kind of good. This has been my favorite sounding. All right, so anyway, that's that position. Middle position is just these 2. So it's kind of like a quacky sound. You know, that kind of thing. And then it gets a little bit different. Position 2 is just this. And then the bottom one is these 2 wired as a humbucker. So it has a thicker sound for that. That's kind of nice. I like it. Roasted maple neck. It's got a laurel fingerboard, roasted maple neck, so it's pretty nice. And it's got that little cutout there to give you just a little bit of extra access. And like I said, it's a real guitar, painted headstock. Tuning machines are good. So I'll give you the bottom line for this. For me, I think the sound is okay. It's pretty reasonable. And I'll demo it a few times here coming up. We'll doctor it up a little bit, put a little more juice on it or whatever. That's a little more like it, right? Had the tone knob down. That was the problem. Anyway, put on new strings. But the thing I don't love about it is it's got a relatively chunky neck. I was used to those other Squiers, and maybe I'll get used to the neck, but I was hoping for a little bit thinner neck, thinner profile neck. So I don't know. I might get rid of it. Who knows? I might sand it down a little bit, do some hand sanding. I don't know. All right, let's play a little bit and hear it in action. So let's see, what do I got today? All right, well, let's try, what am I going to try? Let's try, let's try this. So I'm not sure that this guitar is so appropriate for this song, but let's give it a shot, and a little classic rock sort of vibe. We'll turn the tone knob down. Hopefully it's not too bad. You get what it is. Gain on it. Let's see, let's put it on to the bridge pickup with a little bit of gain, and we'll do the same thing again, okay? that's what it sounds like with that sort of classic rock sort of thing. Hey, yeah, and it threw me off a little bit there. I was looking at the comments and, yeah, where's Chris? Chris isn't on today. What's up? I thought she was going to be on today, and I talked to her. I think she said she was going to be on, so maybe she'll be on a little bit later. Anyway, yeah, it's always good to see Chris on. All right, so let's say hi to Tall Paul, active here. Hey, everyone from Northeast Ohio. Hey, I didn't know that. Northeast Ohio. I almost lived there. My wife almost took a job at Hiram College near Akron. And I used to live in Columbus for many years. So there we go. All right, so let me catch up on some of the comments and see some of the folks. AZDH, hello. And Donovan, hello. Nice guitar. Okay, thank you. Yeah, this somebody asked how much this set me back. You can pick it up new for around $400. It looks like it's $450 normally, but it's going for a sale. And this was a floor model. I got it for $299. So that's what I got it for. I thought it was good enough to take a chance, so I did. And, I'm somewhat happy with it. You know, like I said, I may shave down the neck a little bit, or who knows. May sign it. Give it away. All right. Kevin Malone, hello to you. And let's see. Arando, hey, buddy. Good to see you on from Bavaria. Awesome. And T-Bone, hey, glad you dig it, T-Bone. It's definitely got that Stratty sort of vibe. Yeah, Maggie May, that's right. That's kind of the idea. Break it down. All right, yeah, it's got that 70s style headstock. I dig it too. I like the 70s style headstock on these. I've got this other one. This one right here also has the 70s style headstock, I think. It's hard to tell whether it's quite as big. But, man, I got to say, I love the neck on this thing a little bit better. So it's still probably going to stay my number one. I do like the roasted maple, nice and stable. And it feels great. It's a great feeling guitar. So, you know, change a little bit. Yeah, Ron, Harley Benton's really good too. I will say that the fret ends need a little bit of work, so I'll be doing a 5-minute job on that a little bit later today. Maybe that'll make me feel a little bit better about it and better about the neck. But anyway, I just haven't had a chance to do that. Hey, folks, I want to show you before I do the next one. I got something in the mail from YouTube today, this week, and check it out. I got this in the mail from YouTube. And pretty happy about that. The old form letter from the CEO. Kind of nice, though. Some inspector. Okay, who cares about that? And something I've worked a long time for. And finally got it. So check it out. And let's see if we can get that in. I guess there's a lot of light here. Let me see if I can... I don't know if I get it. Anyway, it says 100,000 subscribers. Mark Zabel, 100,000 subscribers. There it is, right there. You can see it. Anyway, yeah, there we go. So that's cool. I'll be putting that up on my wall, I think. Happy about it. And couldn't have done it without all of yous, yous guys and gals. All of you. Couldn't have done it, and I really like it. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. And I appreciate all of your support, all of that. Okay, Les Paul Jr., yeah, those are good. Definitely like those. Yeah, I think on the Maggie May, I'm not so sure this is the right guitar for that, but it was okay. I thought it sounded, well, I'll listen to the recording, and you tell me how it sounded. All right. So now here's the real test of this neck. Now this is not a speed neck. Oh, somebody was asking for a breakdown of that. You know, you could tell that as I was playing that, I started out with like Ron Wood's type of thing, you know, which was great. Always like Ron Wood's playing on that. There's just a lot of, it's all in D. So the chords, let's go over the chords. Because, you know, if you're trying to study stuff and you're trying to see sort of what to do or what's going to work or whatever, you start with the chords. At least that's how I started. There's probably, you know, a jazz player will tell me there's lots of other different ways you could do that, but whatever. Start with the chords. So it's basically, I think it's D. No, it's E minor to A to D to G to E minor to A to D. Okay. Now this is a little bit tricky because it starts out it starts out on the 2 chord. This is all the key of D. Now it sounds weird, but if you know a little bit of theory and you know the 1 chord is a major, the 2 chords a minor, the 3 chords a minor, the 4 chords a major, the 5 chords a major, the 6 chords a minor, the 7 chord is diminished, almost never used in pop music, and we're back to the 1 chord, which is a major, then you know that it cannot be in the key of G because there's an A major in there. And therein lies the biggest clue and the easiest one to do the quick theory. When you see 2 chords in a song that are both major and separated out by a whole step, like here we have G and A, right? We have E minor, A, D, and then G. So we have both A and G in there. Whenever you see 2 majors separated by 1 whole step, think that's one of them is the 4 chord and one of them is the 5 chord. And if you do that, you realize G will be the 4 chord, so D is the 1 chord. And yes, Willie, it is a 2-5-1. So if you're a jazz player, you recognize that 2-5-1 right away. That's how a jazz player would play it, right? All right, but this is a rock tune. So anyway, so it's in the key of D. And so you can play D major, D pentatonic, D major pentatonic, right? Not D minor pentatonic. And it's all going to work fine. And, you know, that's kind of what Ron Wood does. Now, he plays it in a slippery sort of style with very hard pick attack with the right hand. And there's a lot of hammer-ons and pull-offs and this little dipsy doodle move here. And you can play a lot of chord tones out of the D especially, but also out of that G. That kind of stuff works really great out of this. So when I was improvising, I was doing that, and then eventually I also put in some D major licks where I would play diatonically instead of pentatonically. And you can also do triads, Willie, as you often like to point out. Getting used to this guitar. But anyway, there's lots of stuff that you can do. Very important to get that vibe down and the timing. All right, yeah, penta between the triads is good, and so is chromatic, and so is diatonic. All good stuff. Triads, that's right, Joe. Okay. Thanks, Paul. Thank you. Thanks to everybody. Want to mention again to all the members, thank you so much. And again, sorry to be a broken record on this, but if you're not yet a member and you want to become a member, I would certainly appreciate it. It really helps me out a lot. There's a link in this video right now. You can click on that. There's a coupon code for 40% off, 30% off any course too. If you just want to say, nah, membership isn't for me, but I want to learn how to play R&B, great. I got an R&B course, 30% off today. Okay, let's see. Let's try something. Let's see if we can do this one. I don't know what the right sound is going to be, folks, but I think probably I'm going to want it on this humbucker. Let's give it a shot. And I'm going to probably want some dirt on it. Okay, so let's go with this one, a little more classic rock, yeah? Why not? Try it now. All right. Well, that'll get me demonetized. Hope you enjoyed it, though. I don't know. I think this did okay on that song. I think it didn't do badly. It was all right. Yeah. Preacher at Arakeen. Hey, buddy. Good to see you on. Day Tripper by Jimmy going. Yeah. I practice on everybody's request instantly. It's going great. Oh, let's see. El Rondo, glad you're Hope you're making it back. It's glad you're still fighting, and we're always glad to see you here. Hope you're feeling better and better. Even if you can look at a guitar, it's great. Always glad to have you on and get your comments. Who is Eddie's guitar player? Jimmy Lyon. Jimmy Lyon was the man's name. Lyon, not Lion. Yeah. I just watched. Has anybody seen that Idris Elba movie? I think it's called Beast. I'm a sucker for lions. It's a total side thing. It has nothing to do with guitar. When I was a kid, I loved lions, and I even wrote to South African Embassy to get some stuff. And they sent me a bunch of pictures of lions. It's just a true story. When I was a kid, my mom helped me like find it and write to them and get the stamps and all that. It took months for them to answer. But anyway, I haven't seen it. I just read all the reviews were just terrible, terrible. But I did watch The Ghost in the Darkness last night again for like the 18th time. I'm sorry, but people hate that movie. They think it was a flop at the show, but I still think it's a good movie. Yeah, Michael Douglas's accent was not very good, but it was a good movie. All right, there we go. All right, so let's mellow it down a little bit. Keeping good thoughts. Yeah, absolutely, Alrondo. We're all thinking good thoughts for you, brother, and hope you come out okay. We love seeing you on here. All right, folks. Let's do a couple more, and let's see. Good. I'm glad it sounded good. Let's do. Oh, let's try. Let's try something a little mellower, a little more chill. Let's see, what are we going to do? Yeah, let's try this one. All right, so this one's a little bit jazzy, so I'll dial down the tone a little bit, and we'll talk about this one. Now, this one. I think that's what it is. Yeah, maybe that's it, something like that. So we're talking about stuff that's in the key of D, but there's a twist. All right, so this is a little bit jazzy, folks. So if you're not into jazz, yeah, that's right, Ben. That's right, T-Bone. We're gonna do a little bit on the Fender-like thing. We'll see if we can do it. Here, there's a switch. There's like it goes to a minor. So that's what happens here. So let's try it. right. So that was the twist. The only twist there is it goes to the F major / G minor, D minor. So we're staying in D. So it's all, you know, to Willie, you can definitely do the triad. You can definitely play the triads. But you can also play scales on this one. So this one's actually just, you know, D Ionian. If you're into modes, it's D Ionian, and you go into D, what would it be? Aeolian, D Aeolian, for the when it goes into that little, you know, thing with the F minor. You know, that kind of stuff. All right, anyway, so there we go. So that's what it sounds like, all clean and on the second position. I think it sounds okay. How do you think it sounds? Hendrix style. Oh, yeah, maybe we'll play some Hendrix. Very gently weaving. How do I remember the chords? Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just do. I listen for them, you know. I don't really remember all of them. I just kind of listen for them, and it's an ear thing. After a while, I think it's an ear thing. So this is a Squier Contemporary Strat, and yeah, just new. I just got it. So hope you... All right, let's play a little Hendrixy stuff. I don't know. What did I do last time? I think I did something like something goofy, like something. Something like that when I was doing Hendrix, right? So let's kind of... All right, enough of that stuff. Anyway, so that's just a little Hendrixy stuff. And here it is clean. You know, let's just clean it up and play on the neck pickup here. We'll put up the tone. how's it go? I think that's how it goes. All right, there we go. I don't know. How's this sound on that? I don't know. To me, it doesn't have enough of that bottom end. I didn't hear that bottom end that I like as much. Let's see. Paul, so Hotel Hendrix, yeah. Hotel Hendrix. I did that a while back, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. Hey, Chris, hello. All right, so hey, if you're just, and Chris, thanks for joining. Hey, Jay, glad you enjoyed it. All right, so anyway, I want to say hi to Chris and all the members. Again, shout out to all the members. Thank you so much for your support. If you're not a member, you want to become a member, there's lots of good stuff on the site. The guys here and gals here can attest. It's lots of good stuff. And yeah, now's a great time because it's 40% off. There's a coupon code in the link in this particular live stream, and in many of my recent videos, there's a coupon code. And if you don't want to become a member, you just want you just want to buy a course or something like that, you want to learn more rock and roll or licks of the rock and roll all-stars, yeah, that's all 30% off today. So check that out, and really appreciate your support. But anyway, thank you for just being here. That's a huge thing. And as I showed earlier, I just crossed over 100,000, so I'm totally happy about that. Maybe a pickup swap. Yeah, so I agree, Mark. I think the pickups are a little bit light, but you know, I like the idea. The neck is okay. I think for me, it feels good. It's a little too deep. The profile's a little too deep for me. I like the width is good. The profile's a little bit too deep, so I may sand it down. I may sign it and give it away. I don't know. We'll see. And Paul, yes, it's just D major. That's the heart of it, that part in the beginning. It's just, well, actually, I was playing in E major. On the record, Jimmy plays it in F. So, but I'm sure he tuned it down a half step, right? So he played it out of an E position. He played everything in E position. So, well, I shouldn't say everything. He played a lot of things in E position. But, yeah, so I'm playing it D, E flat, and E. But there's a little bit of a difference, and I'm going to show you with a close-up, extreme close-up. So Isn't that pretty? That's a pretty guitar, isn't it? Okay, so anyway, it's just a normal D chord, but you do this and you play the fifth below it, just to give it a little deeper tone. A little deeper tone. Yeah. And then the second time you do this. Oops, sorry. So you're playing this inversion of this triad inversion, right? First inversion triad, this is a D. And so this is the first inversion triad. But you're hammering onto it. And that's what, and then you give a little Hendrixy sort of. Yeah, and Mark Siebes, I've got to also change the strings on this before I really make a decision on it. But I think it sounds pretty good, and it feels really comfortable, and the neck is really a comfortable neck. I just don't quite like the profile. I think a lot of people would really love it. So anyway, Sun King. I don't know that song. That's a hard one to just figure out. It's a good one, though. I mean, I know the song. I know the song. All right, so now this one's going to be a stretch for me. 10 or 9. These are 9s. Comes with 9s. This one's going to be a stretch for me on this neck. This is not a speed neck. So let's see if we can do it. And it's a stretch for this guitar too. I'm going to be using the humbucker. This is going to be a bit of a rockin' one. Okay, so let's take off that delay. All right, so let's do a little, this will be like ZZ Top, but amped up, okay? So it's a deep C, T-Bone. It is a deep C neck. Deep blue C neck. It's not blue, though. Yeah, I'd say it's a deep C. You could maybe make it a D, right? I think you're into the Ds. I probably am into the Ds. All right, that sounded wrong. I'm into the D-shaped necks. There we go. All right, that's better. Okay, so this is a hot for teacher style thing, and this is going to, I got to get into the speed here, all right, because I'll talk about this in just a second, maybe. Ooh, that's fast. Give it a shot now. Play normal first time. All right, that was canned a little bit. So let's improvise now. Here we go. Not bad. One more time. Whoa. Here we go. Last time. All right. I think that's enough for this one. All right, enough. You know, that one's just really going for broke. But it's interesting because in the beginning, it's got that hard edge because it... let me turn this down a little bit. Let me give it a sort of a normal boost. So it's got sort of a ZZ Top vibe, right? It's a shuffle. It's a really fast Van Halen style shuffle. But it plays this minor third chord. A little out of tune here. Bending too much. Huh, seems in. Oh, that's the culprit. Too much Jimmy. I was playing a Jimmy, probably put it out of tune. All right, so anyway, when we're playing the beginning, that right there, that's got that minor third in it, that minor third sound, right? Right, so it's got that. So over the first time you're playing it through, you want to play, a minor pentatonic sounds really good, right? So minor pentatonic or Dorian mode will sound really great. So playing a G major scale over this A chord is going to sound good. You know, that kind of stuff. And regular minor pentatonic licks are going to sound good. You know, that kind of stuff. And those triplet licks are great because they're reminiscent of Billy Gibbons. You just got to play them twice as fast as Billy played them to do Eddie. Now, when it goes to the D part is, it basically just goes... It goes up to that D and then back to the A, and it takes more of a majory type of flavor. So that's where I'm really playing over the chords. I might play that over the D instead of a minor pentatonic. Now you can play the A minor pentatonic, it sounds great, but you know, you can play that kind of stuff. You're hitting the major third of D, that F sharp. So if you see the chords, back to Willie's comment about the triads, if you see the chords, all that works. And then I see another A right here. You know, and I see another A right here. Then it goes to the B, and you really do have to follow that one. And then an E. You know, just play an E triad or a little arpeggio in E, or play E minor pentatonic lick. So, oops. You know, something like that. Whatever. I did that one a lot. That one's easy because you're ending up on that E. And that always sounds good. It's an old Clapton trick. On the turnaround, just play the turnaround chord. Listen to old Clapton albums, and he's always doing that. Almost every turnaround, he'll play, that. He's playing that all the time on those turnarounds, going to that E. Just play the root, play the root of the chord. All right, anyway, I thought that sounded okay. How did you think it sounded? Yeah, boogie woogie, boogie woogie. Hey, Joe, see ya. Hey, Jean, good to see you on today. And Santana Doors. All right, thanks, Chris. And hi to everybody. Hi, Gib. See you on. All right, so let's do, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? All right, let's see if we can do this on this guitar. I'm not sure we can, but let's give it a shot. I think I want to... I think it would be okay on this. Be nice to have a little bit of swampy sort of tremolo on it, but not going to happen. Let's see. Let's see what this is. I'm not sure whether this is just the solo part. Let's see. Let's try. Yeah, I think that's what this is. Yeah, I think it's the whole solo part. Let's just see if we can play the solo part. I don't know. See if we can get close enough. All right. How do you think that sounded on that one? Lazy a la Jimmy. Lazy a la Jimmy. I don't know about that. Lazy. All right. Let's see. Joe. Oh, Joe. Yeah, sorry. Sorry I missed it. Yeah, have a great day. And there we go. Yeah, that's right. All right. Let's do one or two more, and then I think I'm ready to call it a day. Thanks so much for everybody coming on today. One last comment I'll make about the membership. Again, I want to thank all the members who are here for supporting me. If you're not a member and you want to become a member, or you'd like to support me and become a member, it's 40% off today. And so that would be super helpful. And if you just want to get a course, it's 30% off today. There's links in the there's coupon code links in the description for this and all my recent videos. There's that, and there's going to actually be a member giveaway. Ron mentioned that he liked that. I'll show you the giveaway that I'm giving, the guitar that I'm giving away. I'm giving away this one. So let's play this. You know, this might be a nice contrast to hear the bottom end on this. I wonder if it's really the strings, though, I'm telling you, because those are... And I'll do a no-no here. I'm plugging it in the wrong way. T-Bone's going to... This is a great guitar, a really lovely guitar. It is not an expensive guitar, but it is a great guitar, set up by me, played by me. I love it, and I'm giving this away. So it's a Harley Benton, and it's lovely. Mint pickguard. I don't know if you can see that so well, but it's there. And that's one of the things I'm doing as part of the 100K celebration. I should also mention I'm giving away a bunch of pedals. You don't have to become a member to join in that, and I'll be putting up a link sometime soon, probably within the next week, a link to win some pedals that you don't have to be a member to join, but you just have to give me your email address. And somebody was really getting upset at me for asking for their email address today. And look, if anybody who knows me knows that when you join as a member or you get, or even take my free stuff, I do not inundate you with emails, and I rarely send them out. So it's a pretty rare thing that I even send them out. But whatever. Yeah, I guess, you know, if it's too much for you, don't get it. I'm sorry, I'm bitching about something here. Okay. Let's try this one. Let's try this. I think this is a Stratty sort of sound. Yeah. Little blues. Try a different key. Somebody was asking about Stevie Ray Vaughan before. This is kind of a Walter Trout sort of Stevie Ray Vaughan vibe. All right, there we go. So maybe a little Stevie Ray vibe there, hopefully a little bit. All right. All right, enough. Let's see, some bourbon. Oh man, some bourbon, and glad you're enjoying the show here. All right, let's do one more, and then we'll play out with a little chill. And so, what do you think? What do you think about this one? It's new. I think Mark Siebes said maybe pickup swap. Hey Joe, good to see you back after putting out the dogs. And yeah, maybe a pickup swap, but I don't know. I'm going to change the strings and see if that makes a bit of a difference, and we'll see. Let me try the same sound. I think it's maybe we'll take off the. It sounds good with the Nobles overdrive. Cleans up nice. All right. Yes, it's a hardtail, which I like. Okay, let's try this one. The hard part about this one is really kind of getting into the groove of the song. So I'll, and also remembering what key it's in. Oop. Let's see if I can get it. What was that? Hey, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ron. Oh my goodness, that was fun. Okay, folks, let me play one more. I'll play out. Thanks so much, Ron. Really appreciate it. As always, so great to get the support from everyone on, and thanks so much. I'm going to do one more and just kind of play out. Can we rest Donnie now? Congrats on the award from YouTube. What's the radius of that Fender? This is a 12-inch radius neck. So I like that about this neck too. It's not a super flat like 14. Thank you, Anton. It's not a super flat 14. It is a bit of a chunky C shape, but not too terrible. It's not a baseball bat, you know. I can play it. I will admit that when I pick up my Charvel later, I'm going to go, ah. And when I pick up this thing later, I'm going to go a bit of a, ah, okay, I'm comfortable with that. But I like it. I like it. I'll be playing it, I think. And you know, I think it doesn't do great with this amp, but there are some pedals that it does pretty well. I think it does the Nobles hard drive, or the Nobles ODR pretty well. All right. Yeah, no one did it better than Skinnerd, for sure, for sure. Okay, let's play out with a little bit of, let's cool it down a little bit. I just want to say thanks for everybody. I don't know, I'd love to someday. That'd be great. That'd be great, Jean. That'd be great. The only place I've ever been is Lyon. I think it was near Lyon. It's the only place I've ever been in France. So, all right, so I don't remember the key of this next song, but we'll play it out. I just want to say thanks to everybody for joining today. Thank you, Chris. So glad you could come on. Tall Paul, Ron, of course, thanks, and thanks for the tip. Really appreciate that. The super chat. Always nice to get a super chat. And thanks to all the members. And Jean, thanks for joining up. Really appreciate that. And Joe McCarthy, thank you for coming on. And Tall Paul joining as a member. And of course, all the old members as well. Yeah, 2001 Joe, Preacher Eric Keene, T-Bone, Ron, of course. So many people on. Thank you so much for supporting my channel through the years and today. So let's see. We're going to play out with this ethereal chill. Let's see if it's all ethereal in that. Oh, yeah. I remember this one, I think. There's like an A minor change in here. Just kind of chill back. goes to A minor here. Minor. Now to A minor. E major, I mean. Oops, gotta ban you, buddy. Mr. Chat 69. Good job. Oh, that's just that. There we go. Yeah, he's a buddy. Thank you, Paul. Well, it is a shiny red guitar. everybody. Really appreciate you showing up today. Matt, better late than never, brother. Okay, we'll see you all, I believe, next week. We'll see you all next week. Again, thanks for coming up. And yeah, I think I'm going to play this a little bit more. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it today. All right, folks. See you next week. Yeah, maybe new strings for Joe. I agree. Little Gary, oh, who's the guy from REO Speedway? Gary Richrap. Thank you, Rondo. All right, see y'all next week. I keep saying that, but it's so hard to say goodbye.